Hey, you! Are you David Bromberg? Who's wanted for a holdup with George Harrison?
Me? It's not me, I swear.
You should stop hanging around.
When the Winter Roots and Blues Roundup began 2 years ago, the list of shows in the festival were 6. This year, 16. The hard work is paying off, with the relationship growing stronger each year. CKUA's Peter North, who has taken on this challenge, is pleased with the partnership with the U of A's Folkways Alive.
Well, I think it's a really nice marriage, you know, and I think because Folkways, as you were just over there at the Con Hall place, is a little bit isolated in a sense from, you know, it's not like CKUA being on Jasper Avenue or other places. And I think what's happened is it takes Folkways' message and out to the world, and a lot of individuals sort of get a chance to see what Folkways is all about firsthand, and they get to hear those tunes, and then they realize, boy, this actual record collection is situated in Edmonton, and we have a you know, sort of a branch office of Smithsonian Folkways at the University of Alberta.
Folkways Alive in the University of Alberta is in partnership with Smithsonian Folkways Recordings in Washington, D.C. They provide a home for the over 2,000 Folkways recordings, which were donated to the university.
The connections with Folkways are always that we do something related to the Folkways Record Company. And either the artists have recorded for Folkways, or they have philosophical or musical kind of connection to the Folkways Record Company. So this year our connections are really wonderful, because we've got the Women of Folkways concert again, which we've done the last 2 years as well. City Church, who played at our opening gala in 2003, will be part of that. Laura Vinson, Maria Dunn, Shannon Johnson. And they've all been looking at the Folkways catalog and finding inspiration there for doing some covers of Folkways artists.
Along with talented folk singers, the festival will also feature workshops, interviews, and world premiere films.
Yeah, that was sort of the first place I went, was looking for films and going to festivals, not personally going, but on the internet, going to festivals in Europe and the southern states and places, and seeing what was popping up. And you know, there's nothing like the internet. It's amazing what you can find on there. A number of these are debuts or premieres in this part of the world. So, and what I was very pleased about was you'd make immediate contact with these producers, directors, and explain what the Folkways Winter Roots and Blues Festival was like and what it was about, and they wanted in.
And why not? The credibility of the Folkways name carries a big punch, and the public accessibility is obvious.
You know, a lot of people out there right now don't have a lot of disposable income, so we're trying to make this inclusive to the entire community. As much as there's great events out there in the summertime in particular that are, you know, a very reasonable dollar for what you get, still there's a lot of people who can't afford to go to those events. So this one, you know, when you've got a few free films and a number of free workshops, I think that played into the producers and directors' thoughts about where their film should be.
The Roundup will spread the wealth throughout the city in various venues. To find out all the information on showtimes and locations, log on to ualberta.ca/folkwaysalive.
I sense after 2 years there's an actual buzz this year, you know, and that's nice to know. And then upping the talent a bit in terms of profile. Peter Case is a great folk artist, hasn't been here in a number of years, and his pedigree is something else. And I think just getting those kind of people up here is going to change the perception a little bit.
Brad Kelly, Shaw TV, Capital Region.